Hey guys, welcome to Clean Green Being. If it's your first time here, I'm Erin. I really appreciate you checking out my video today. You can find us on Instagram and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it on any of our future videos every Sunday and Wednesday. So today I wanted to talk about postpartum skin problems and my postpartum skincare regimen. When you go through pregnancy, you might experience what they refer to as that pregnancy glow. Your skin is just clear and rosy and you've never looked better in your life. And then you have your baby and all of a sudden your skin just goes to crap and it looks horrible. You're breaking out, it's super dry. You might end up with some of those dark spots on your face and you wonder what the heck just happened to my skin. It went from amazing to the worst it's ever been, literally overnight. Hormone changes can be the cause of a lot of it. After birth, you have increasing progesterone and fluctuating estrogen, which can cause an increased production of sebum, which can contribute to some acne and breakouts that you're experiencing. They can also cause some dryness in your skin, especially on your cheeks, around your mouth, on your nose. And you may also start to notice some dark spots on your face, which is called melasma, and sometimes it's nicknamed the mask of pregnancy. And that's caused by an increased production of melanin, which is a skin pigment which increases during and after pregnancy and can cause some of those dark spots on your cheeks, around your mouth, on your forehead. And then finally, you're more stressed out than usual and you're not sleeping as much, and those can definitely contribute to skin changes as well. So just some general things to keep in mind when it comes to your postpartum skincare regimen. Make sure that you're washing your face twice a day. I know that personally I have found even just washing my face twice a day to be a challenge, to pull yourself away for a few minutes and make sure you cleanse it properly, moisturize it, all of those things. But make sure you're doing that and keeping up on it, especially if you're having trouble with postpartum acne. Also make sure you're drinking plenty of fluids. That's another thing that's hard to keep up on when you have a newborn, but drinking plenty of water and staying hydrated is important for your skin, but it's also important for your general health overall. And in particular, if you're breastfeeding, it can help keep up your milk supply. So make sure you're keeping a bottle of water on you at all times. And then finally, if you're going outside, make sure that you're applying a sunscreen or a product that has a sunscreen in it, like a moisturizer or a foundation. You need at least a 30 SPF, and then make sure that it protects and blocks from both UVA and UVB rays. And one more thing I wanted to mention is don't be hard on yourself. Make sure that you're loving your body and acknowledging what you just went through, because the entire experience of pregnancy and childbirth and even that postpartum phase are just incredible times of your life, and it's amazing what your body just went through, and there's some significant changes happening in your body, so just embrace them and don't be so hard on yourself, and just make sure that you're giving yourself plenty of self-love. Now today I wanted to talk about my postpartum skin problems and the skincare routine that I got into. My biggest problems were breakouts and dryness, and I would say that the dryness was even more of a concern than the breakouts, and I was having it around my mouth, especially here, a little bit all over my face, but it was really around my mouth and on my chin area. And I was finding that I had a lot of skin flaking, and even when I put on makeup, it was just caking and it was just so dry, and it was just driving me nuts. So I was happy with my skincare routine prior to me having my daughter, but with all of those skin changes came a need for me to change up my routine entirely. One of my favorite skincare brands is Acure. I've used plenty of their products in the past and I really love them. They're a company that creates safe skincare products, they're natural, and I can just feel safe about what I'm putting on my skin. So I jumped on their site and started looking through some of the collections that they have, and I came across their Seriously Soothing collection, and I wanted to give it a try because my skin needed some serious soothing. The first item in my skincare regimen is the Seriously Soothing Cleansing Cream, and that contains chamomile and sunflower amino acids, and it's meant for use in normal and sensitive skin. The next product in the collection that I like to use is the Biocellulose mask, and that contains hyaluronic acid and plant peptides. Next, I have the Cloud Cream, which is made with argan extract and hyaluronic acid. They also have a day cream as part of this regimen, but I use the cloud cream exclusively. I haven't tried the day cream yet. And finally, I have the Blue Tansy Night Oil. So be sure to hang out for a few more minutes and see how I use these products. So there you have it. That's my daily skincare routine, and I'm gonna go through each of the products and break them down for you and let you know what I like about them individually, so that if you're not interested in getting the whole collection and you just wanna get a couple of the pieces, you can kind of target in on what you are looking for in a product. The cleansing cream I use twice a day. I do find that I need to use makeup remover wipes to get off all of my makeup first, which I like to do anyway before a cleanser, but this one in particular doesn't really remove all of my makeup. But if I use cleansing wipes first, really get off all of the makeup from the day if I had any on, which a lot of times I don't with the baby now, but I like to remove my makeup and then use the cleansing cream. I just feel that it really gets into my skin a lot better that way when I don't have the makeup that it's competing with. And it's a cream cleanser, so it does kind of maintain that creamy consistency as it's going on, and it just feels really soothing. And I use this twice a day, in the morning and at bedtime. My next product is the Biocellulose mask, and I am obsessed with this. I don't know if this is my favorite part of the collection or if it's the Blue Tansy oil. It's kind of a tie between the two, but I use this every couple of days and I incorporate it into my nighttime routine right after the cleanser, and my skin is so moisturized after this. I don't know of any other mask that I've used in the past that has left my skin feeling so moisturized. After I use this, even when I put on makeup, my skin just feels so soft and moisturized, and I just am obsessed with this mask. Next is the Cloud Cream, and like I mentioned, there's a day cream that I didn't buy. I wanted to use the Cloud Cream both morning and night because, like I mentioned, my skin was so dry. I just felt the need for some serious moisturizing cream. So I use this morning and night. In the morning when I'm just using the cleanser and some moisturizer, I put this on after I cleanse my face, but in the evening, if I'm using a mask, I'll put it on after the mask. And if I'm using Tansy oil, I put this on prior to that. It just leaves my skin feeling really moisturized, but not oily or greasy or like I have a heavy product on it. And finally, the blue Tansy oil. Again, I don't know if I love the mask or this oil better because they both are amazing, but I use this at night. I apply the cloud cream after I cleanse and potentially after I use the mask. So this is the very last step in my routine, and I just put 2 pumps in my hand, rub them together to get it nice and warm, and then I just kind of pat it all over my face and neck. I just love how soothing it feels on my skin. I feel like it's almost healing my skin overnight. It just feels like it's soaking in and just bringing that moisture back into my skin, and I'm obsessed with this. Rejuvenating under eye patches made their way into this video. They're not part of the Seriously Soothing collection, but I love adding them sometimes to my routine because I don't get that much sleep, and sometimes I like to pamper myself for a couple of minutes, so I'll throw those on under my eyes, and they just help to get rid of some of the puffiness and darkness, and they just make me feel a little extra brighter when I don't get that much sleep at night. So all in all, after I've been using this system for about the last month or so, I have noticed significant improvement in my skin. I don't have any dryness at all, none anymore. It's crazy, and my breakouts have seriously diminished too. And I wasn't even sure if the breakouts would benefit from this system or not, but they have. Right after I had my daughter, I was really struggling with breakouts around my mouth and just my lower face area, and you can see I do have makeup on, but I'm really not covering anything up. I have one little blemish here, one little one here, and that has just been significantly improved. So I have to give this system just absolute rave reviews if you're struggling with the same issues I've had with dryness and breakouts postpartum, or even if you haven't had a baby, if you're struggling with those same issues, I would highly recommend incorporating some of these products into your skincare regimen or the entire system like I did, because I absolutely love it. So with all that being said, I just want to let you know that I really appreciate your viewership today. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Clean Green Being has new uploads every Sunday and Wednesday. And finally, if you found today's information helpful, be sure to hit the like button. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.